gentlemen, my name is Katie and welcome to Primordial Kingdom. Today I wanted to give you guys some tips on Army basic training, family day / graduation day, what have you. Yeah, you're gonna want to follow these if you want to keep your sanity intact, because oh boy, it's something. And these are all my experiences at Fort Leonard Wood in Missouri, so just keep that in mind. It could differ from company to base, whatever. This video is also not sponsored by anyone. These are just like the actual things that I did and the actual things that I recommend. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, I highly recommend flying if you're far away. For me, it was like a 16-hour drive, and I just did not want to do that. I hate driving. I also hate flying, but we'll get into that. So as soon as you get, there's a letter that you get from your soldier that has like the graduation day and family day on it. As soon as you get that, go to Sandbox. They actually, you pay just a little bit extra. I think it was like $25, and you can cancel or reschedule your flight if needed in case like a medical emergency happens or something else happens and your husband gets, or your soldier gets sent home like earlier than expected. Something like that. So Sandbox, it's fantastic. Also, as far as flying goes, like I said, I hate flying, and it's really just because like it makes your ears plugged up, and for me, normally when I fly, my ears are plugged for days, but I did 3 things different than what I, 4? I don't know. 3.5 things different from what I normally do when I fly, and I haven't flown in a while. It's been a few years. But the first thing that I think helped the most is I took non-drowsy Sudafed, which is a decongestant, to kind of prevent that plugged up feeling. I also used earbuds, like in-ear earbuds, rather than like on-ear headphones. And I used foam tips, which actually, they were like $10 or $20 or something like that. And they actually make your music sound better, and they make your headphones more noise canceling, and my headphones were really cheap. They were like $5. So I highly recommend those. And I think they just kind of, again, helped my head from getting all congested, whatever. And then everyone also always recommends to chew gum. That is a real thing. It definitely does help. And then also flying for me, I don't know if like I get motion sick or whatever. But like when we're flying, and sometimes like the plane does this weird thing where you kind of feel a little bit weightless sometimes, and that gives me a killer headache. So bring Motrin, bring Tylenol, bring whatever, because you might need it if you're anything like me. Since I had done those, I didn't really have any of that plugged up feeling at all, other than a few times when we were taking off and when we were landing. So I really, really highly recommend that. As for hotels, again, as soon as you get that paper, you want to go to IHG. They have on-base hotels at whatever base you're looking for, and they book up really, really quickly. I didn't find out about it until like maybe a month-ish or so before graduation, and they were like booked the whole time. So definitely look into that. Because, like I said, because they were all booked up, I used Expedia. And I ended up staying at this really nice hotel called Comfort Z Suites. And it was nice. It was a small room, a queen bed, a dresser, desk, like cubbies, and a TV. That was pretty much it. That was all that I had in the room. It was quite nice. It was pretty quiet. They had like a hot breakfast in the morning, which was nice. So yeah, I recommend that. If you are not driving yourself, I do also recommend getting a rental car, because I heard from other soldiers' families that like taxis and Ubers and stuff, they can rack up quick. It's also kind of a pain, so there's that. But I got a rental car. I did have to pay extra because I'm too young, but it's okay. So when you do get a rental car, if you can, request an SUV or something specifically for Fort Leonard Wood people, because it's pretty hilly and it's a lot more comfortable to be in a bigger car than to be in like a small, I don't know, sedan or whatever. I'm lucky because they actually, the rental car company ended up upgrading me for free, so that was cool. I think I had a Nissan Rogue, and it was really nice. Yeah. SUVs are the way to go. I don't really like big cars, but it was pretty good. Now, for actually getting around Fort Leonard Wood, or any Army base, but Fort Leonard Wood specifically, don't use Google Maps. Use it to get onto the base and then ask for directions. I ended up driving past the theater where the family day was being held at, probably about 8 times. Also, the day before family day and graduation day, drive around, figure out where you're supposed to go for family day, figure out where you're supposed to drop your soldiers off, figure out where the PX is, figure out where bowling alley is if you want to go there, because, oh boy, trying to get around is a nightmare. Don't use Google Maps. Just don't. It didn't help at all. In fact, it got me really lost, and I'm pretty sure I ended up somewhere that I shouldn't have been. But there was nothing saying don't go here. Look, it was a bad place. I had no idea where I was. Also, follow the traffic. If everyone is going in one direction, don't say, oh, I'm just going to take a left instead of a right, because, again, you will get lost. You will get so lost. It's painful and really annoying. I hate getting lost. I hate driving. I hate it. But that's life. Just try to avoid it. Follow the traffic, because they will get you home. Trust me. Just embrace that you're going to be sitting in a car for a bit. And really, it's not even that bad. Trust me. So a couple of tips for actually being at family day / graduation day, whatever. I know I keep saying that. First things first, make sure you plan to be there with an extra 45 minutes. It's always good to be ridiculously early, because there were people that were even earlier than me. I'm pretty sure someone said that they were there for an hour and a half. I was there for an hour. Trust me, make sure you have time. Also, before you leave wherever you're staying, make sure that you and or your kids use the restroom before you get there, because there were 3 stalls, and that's it. That's all there was. At least for the women's restroom. So definitely use the restroom beforehand, because you don't want to wait in those lines. There were a lot of people. And you want to make sure that you get there early, and that you can get a seat near your soldier so you have more time with them, because that is what takes the longest, I think, is finding your soldier and getting the heck out of there. As for the update on Michael, he is going to be coming home. He's getting discharged. He's currently in the RHU holding unit, and he gets his phone every Sunday for an hour and every Wednesday for half an hour. Usually, I think the whole thing takes like a week and a half to 3 weeks until he's home. That's like the average time, it's 2 to 3 weeks, but it's been a few days. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully he comes home sooner rather than later. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Hopefully this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed. Remember, stay noble, and I'll see you next time.